What's going on, y'all? My name is Malcolm and welcome to my channel, Loung'n, where we normally discuss fragrance-related items for reviews, the unboxings, and all that stuff. Mortal Kombat is my gem. I've been rocking with it since MK3. I even remember going over to other people's houses, like my cousin and whatnot, seeing them play MK1 and MK2. But I see that we have a Johnny Cage breakdown from the Kombat Kast, and I'm really excited to get into that. The more gameplay that gets revealed about this game, the more it excites me about it coming out in September, which honestly, when you think about it, it's really not that far away. So let's go ahead and get into this and see how it goes. All right.
Well, I think we should take a look at Johnny Cage.
Oh. Okay. Well,
That dude's always reminded me of Seth Rogen on the far left.
yeah.
So while Stephanie's setting up Johnny Cage,
Sorry,
here,
the captions are
I
on
want to
the
talk
screen,
quickly.
but
While Stephanie was walking me through Johnny Cage, every single character I see in this game, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that character. Yeah, I'm gonna play that character.
You do that every game.
I know I do.
You do it every game, and you suck with them all.
That's
Except for like
the
one,
shirt
maybe two.
that he has in the middle
Your Bane
with
was
the new logo. I like that they recreated the
Johnny's
logo
a
as well.
different level though. Johnny,
looks like the one
there's
from
something
the
to Johnny that I'm
latest
super
MK
excited
film.
about. And you'll see it here in a moment. We're getting it all set up.
Yep.
So let's talk about Johnny Cage.
Goofy as always.
Yes.
Good.
So one of the main things about Johnny Cage
I really liked him in
is
MK11.
he is
I did.
a mix-up and pop-up combo starter machine.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
We're not showing it yet. Are we showing
what
it?
was that?
Okay, let's go to it. All
Look
right.
at that.
a ton of his new moves pop up for a combo.
And one thing that you'll notice quickly is he
Say
doesn't
Shadow
have like
King is
his
a little
traditional Johnny Cage energy, right? Like
That's right.
Like he could manipulate energy when he was doing his kicks,
love the
or he
camera
would
work,
throw
man.
the force balls and things like that, right? Like he doesn't use this as more of a grounded character, but still has those same attacks, right?
Right. In fact, he does not have the energy balls at all.
reminds me
In
of
the
Johnny
new
Cage,
era,
but I really
Liu
feel
Kang
like the
reshapes
one
the
from
world, and Johnny Cage
MK11
is strictly
really embodied Johnny
anti-zone.
Cage.
He hates it. He can't stand it. But
What
to
a
make up for
world.
that,
No magic.
yeah, to make up for that, he has excellent rushdown and unique ways to get in.
Yeah.
So one of the new moves we like to show is this command dash. He quickly goes in, you can use it to cover space, and if you're close,
Damn.
you can actually go through the opponent.
That's pretty sick.
He can also do it twice.
Which helps you close in pressure, of course, too.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Now, is he vulnerable during that time?
He is.
Okay, gotcha.
Another new thing he has, which I think is one of the neatest thing about him, is the hype meter.
You gotta
Okay.
hype it up.
This is it. This is the thing.
This is what sold you.
So in the corner you can see the little star.
Yep.
As he does special moves and certain taunts, he'll start to build it up.
Right.
So what are the taunts? Well, if you hold L2 after doing some of his special moves, he will hold a pose
That was sick.
and look really cool.
And notice the stars showing up.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Do some other stuff so you can see. So for example, he has his nut punch,
That's pretty cool.
but he can actually hold
Straight
it.
up
and do it
flashy,
twice.
man.
Then, once it's full, fully charged, and when you're ready,
It's time to wow out.
you activate it. So this gives you the ability to special cancel special moves and the other special moves.
That's a lot of special and cancel.
Dang.
Oh, so
Dang.
you do double nut punch.
That's right.
Straight up sterilize
Yeah.
somebody.
And can't you do like multiple kicks in a row and just be like, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
right.
blah, blah. Now, if that's not the
That is
top of fun,
sick.
I don't know what is.
This is what excited me the most. And also, like, I think we talked about it, some of the information got out during our
pretty cool.
event in Los Angeles, that you have, if you go down, 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 it's a taunt, you got a teabag. That will also give you hype.
DX.
So
Everybody
there's
was
something
doing
else
that
the hype
back
meter
when I was
does
in middle
that's really
school.
neat. It allows him to get an EX move without the cost of a bar.
Right.
So for example, EX, rising uppercut, combos. So let me build it up. Once you're in hype,
Combat
you
time.
can hold the button down and get a free version of it. So once per combo, a free EX move.
That's awesome.
So you can use this to do simple stuff, like you could do a shadow kick. They try to punish
I like
it.
he has
You
like the
special cancel
spotlight
the
on
nut
him
punch. Then special
whenever he
cancel
does like
the
different
uppercut,
taunts
and
or
then for
maybe
free,
even
without
different
using a
moves.
bar, you can get an air combo. Then bring in your cameo to extend it, maybe Jax's backbreaker, and then finish your combo. So big damage if you've got the hype thing up.
And it's just fun to do.
It's also incredibly fun to do, and it's super fun to hear the crowd.
We will
It's
see
so
some.
goofy.
We'll see some amazing versions of it.
I'm interested to see his
Yes.
part in the
Right.
storyline. To see
Lastly,
like
there's one more
how he
mechanic I
tie
wanted
him
to
in
show.
into the story.
Johnny Cage is a unique mechanic where he can actually break a throw, use one bar of meter to break your arm, and then disable your throws for limited time. So if you can neutral jump and do a throw, I'll show you.
Oh,
That was not a
That
neutral
was a
throw.
pretty sick throw, though, to be honest.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, it was. I just mistimed it.
All good.
So there you go.
And
now,
I am pounding on the throw button,
and nothing happened.
and I cannot throw.
yeah.
That is so.
So it does
cool.
take a bar, but it's a pretty neat
There we go.
mechanic.
So a little bit of time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's what I love. I
Some
love
pretty
the
cool
little
throw mechanics, man.
little
Like
bits
the
of
fact
new-
that your
Yes.
New energy
cameo
coming
characters
in the
can
game
come
is
in and
super fun
perform a
to see.
throw.
You always gotta keep 'em
It's-
fresh.
That's
That-
a whole
that
new
mechanic is just super
level
neat, like-
to this game.
Because I love throwing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
my throw punishes are broken.
Yeah.
Some people
So,
really
well,
love
that means-
throwing, man. I watched some video gameplay where
Okay.
that's all they do.
All right,
is
we'll
just throw,
see
throw,
that.
throw.
That's-
I'm like, God dang,
Good?
man. Show me
All
some
right.
combos. But dang,
That
I
is
like,
Johnny Cage.
Okay, I like that you can
Super
see. Sorry,
excited.
hold on.
I'll take-
Let me go back a little bit.
All right.
Like the hills in the
That is Johnny
background,
Cage.
man. Like that
This-
is so sick. Look at
You
that.
don't really throw. Okay.
Man, look at that. In the
All right, we'll
background.
see what happens.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to see
Good?
everything
All right.
that there is to see about this
That is
stage.
Johnny Cage.
But-
Super excited. I'll take the glasses off here.
Yeah. No, they really can't. They have
No,
this
they're really
weird-
tough.
Yeah.
So
Very,
Johnny Cage,
very cool.
two very different characters.
Yes.
Both look awesome. Rumi Bot has some work to do, honestly, on the stage of that.
Yes.
Rumi Bot's the real star. He really is.
Really is.
He's gonna keep Cage's mansion clean.
I'm so excited to see people like it. Again, our players love to show off sometimes, and it's defining the times to use those taunts.
Yeah.
I swear
Right.
to
Not
God,
get
Seth
blown up by
Rogen.
doing it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you'll see in the upcoming fight that we're going to show the kind of trade-off where you want to do the shadow kick and then hold the kick and all that, but then you open yourself up. But you did get height meters, so maybe it's worth it.
Right.
It's a really neat mechanic.
That's awesome. Johnny Cage definitely looking super cool. And remember
Cage.
what we always say: work in progress still.
Yes.
Yes.
Things might change. I'm sure that there might be some frames in your brain that you're working on. Things might change. Some combos might not work the same.
All right, so now that we went ahead and looked at Johnny Cage's breakdown, which I think he looks pretty cool. It looks like he doesn't have his green magic whenever he does his shadow kicks or his orb balls whenever he has the projectiles that he throws at his opponents. I'm still in the air about how I feel about how that looks. I do think the green magic was Johnny Cage's thing, and I think in MKX they tapped in and explained that a little bit further. But honestly, I mean, it looks like Johnny Cage. It kind of reminds me of the Johnny Cage from MK11, which MK11 they hit the nail on the head when it came to Johnny Cage. I thought Johnny Cage in MKX was a little it was a miss for me, I'm not gonna lie. MK9 I really liked Johnny Cage in MK9, but MKX they kind of missed me with that Johnny though. Now we're gonna look at this Scorpion breakdown. I'm excited to see what his moveset is, some new abilities as well as some of his reoccurring abilities from maybe the previous games. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this.
That's cameos.
What are we on to next?
I think it's time to show off Scorpion.
I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
Man.
So Scorpion is back, and
Looks
like
good.
most of the returning characters in MK1,
Looks good,
our design
man.
team kind of looked at 30 years of history, kind of like Liu Kang reshaped the world, in his vision.
Right.
look at
Our
the
design
light,
team kind of looked at the
how
past.
it
It was like,
shines
what are the core
onto
moves you absolutely have
Sub-Zero's
to bring
hair.
back?
Absolutely.
What are the moves
Like
that
just
you want to
the shading and the
give a
light,
fresh
everything,
coat of
man.
paint?
Yep.
And then what's the new
That
stuff? that
looks
we're doing?
so good.
Always
with-
got to keep it fresh.
Exactly.
I love that
So
I'm
with
able to
Scorpion,
be
you
able to
start off,
Just look around.
you have the spear,
And they get over here.
and you have the
Yeah, that's
teleport.
nice.
Straight,
That
voice.
1992, you have to have it. They're back. Get over here. You get over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
But
sounds
then,
familiar.
from Deadly Alliance, Hellfire's back.
Nice.
Love it.
And
And
then,
it tracks, of course.
yes,
Yeah.
in this game, it is a low. It is not unblockable.
Oh,
but
man.
if you exit, it'll be the classic unblockable version. It lights you on fire.
Okay, cool.
Then he has some new stuff, primarily using this rope and the hook at the end.
Right.
So
I'm not even going to try and say what it is.
I know, but I'm not going to try
Yeah,
to
it's too
pronounce
much
it.
pressure to get it right.
Sick, man.
He has this super long range sweep, anti-air.
Whoa.
It's used in a bunch of the strings.
Dang, dude.
And he has special moves with it.
Saw that from
call
like
that
Link Way trailer.
That's what it's
That
called
was
in the
cool.
move list.
That was cool. Oh my god.
And then one of the cool new moves is Air Spear, where he yanks them in the air.
Right.
And this goes perfectly well with what I want to talk about next.
I like the
Which
people reacting
is
in the background.
the air combos. Air combos are back. They haven't been in a game for
20 years.
2006.
Yeah,
So it's
just going on
super
that. It's
fun.
going on 20, yeah. Oh, and I love that combo. It's like
dang.
almost classic MK3 smoke.
Yes.
Right? The knee to the pop-up. Ooh, wait.
So air combos can be used to end combos, but they can also extend
Dang
it.
it.
See here,
That is such a sick move,
you
man.
want to do in the air, and they
That is
bounce
a sick
and you
move. I
can
like
continue.
that.
See if you're playing today.
It reminds me of his move in
There's also some
MP3
that
where he
end in
swings
throws,
around as he's
slaps,
advancing.
all different kind of reactions.
Where is a
But-
swaggy combo? You got it. Oh. I wouldn't have done that.
No.
And then you can also do cool stuff
16
with
hits.
your cameo. Like you were
That's
saying earlier, maybe
crazy.
you want to double down on the stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Man.
Ooh. Okay. Also, I think it's his 333 combo. Also reminds me of like a classic combo too.
Yes.
Yeah, like the
Oh my
another
god, this is
episode
crazy.
combo,
That's
right?
This is crazy
Oh my
good.
gosh, I love it.
It reminds
This is
me
a
of
little nonsense throwback.
Sub-Zero's kick.
Air
He always
combat
had
is
like the 3
one
kick
of my
combo.
favorite things in this game as well.
I know
Absolutely.
in like
Fun, just,
MK,
trying to,
was
rack
it
my brain, figure out what to
MK3?
do
He had
in
3
the
kick
air. There's
combo.
so many
I
choices,
think
too.
MKX.
Yeah,
and
the number of
Mid-
combo
I don't
routes
know.
in this
In
game
MK11,
are
but
like really extensive and it's super fun. You can also, one of the coolest
Which-
things with the cameos
I'm
is
really
coming with
wondering if
combos
that's
on the fly.
Yeah.
Like while
beyond.
you're
If
actually
Scorpion is
playing.
beyond in this game.
Oh, I can convert into this, and then you do it like stuff like
Some
that. It
people are
feels
speculating
awesome.
that
One of my things that I also
Smoke
really
might
like
be
too, is that like in previous games you
Hanzo
kind of
Hasashi,
there's a lot of air movement,
because he has
air,
the same
air pokes,
background
jump
story
attacks and things like
as
that.
Scorpion
but now
did
like
in the original
if
MK
I just meet you in
storyline.
the air with a punch, we can extend that into a combo now, right? Which
Yes.
hadn't been done before, and it's so much fun to like get into those
That's
too.
interesting because you have your ground footsies and now
Right.
maybe you have your air footsies.
Right. Like it's crazy. That's fun. I love it. I am so excited.
He looked pretty excited about
But
that.
before
But
we do go, again, special thanks to QA team.
Yes.
Yep.
Ryan,
all right.
Matt,
And
for
now we're gonna
putting this
watch
together. We have a
Johnny
fight
Cage
now. We're
versus
gonna show you
Scorpion, so we're gonna get some
Johnny Cage
actual
and
gameplay
Scorpion showing how they
of
actually work in a real fight.
them fighting
Take a
in
look.
a real fight. Bad.
That's classic. I've used that move before.
That is cool.
Well, you do act like a 12-year-old.
That is accurate.
Johnny Cage clearly has the home advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally.
Although,
Yeah.
I mean, you could make the case that he's gonna be more tentative while fighting because he doesn't want to break everything in his
Oh yeah,
path.
he definitely would not like
Yeah, I'm
it.
still trying to get behind
Right.
that shadow
Really
cake, man.
nice looking arc.
But man, that was
And
cool.
an indoor pool in the front room.
There's a giant picture of himself in there as well, which I absolutely love. I need to get those of me.
Dang.
There he
that
goes
was-
for the hold.
that was
Oh,
cool.
that's a
That was
perfect
cool.
example. He risked it to get that meter up and totally
Dang.
lost because of it. But one of the little meta things there is maybe he felt it was a losing round anyway, and it's worth it to have it for the next round.
Fun fact: during development, the flamingo back there, like there were multiple times where if you did like a big hit or something, it would just go flying out of the
man.
pool. I hope they didn't fix it.
Ooh, good punish on that factory rope.
These cameos are gonna be
Breakers
just.
is so cool in this.
Yeah, because
I love
they,
it. Again, with cameos, they're all different.
they're all in slow motion when they have the breakers.
Good punish.
What?
and-
Swag and
Wow, using the teleport in a combo. Very, very cool.
That
Well,
was
that overhead
sick.
kick gets me all the time.
Dang. Straight up just
Yeah.
shanked him.
I love the cameras on the pros too.
They're very, very cool.
Oh,
Oh,
Kano came in.
You canceled
that is
out
a
of it.
sick
Yep.
throw. That is a
Just wanted
sick
to check
throw.
it out. All right.
Like, I'm here if you need me. I'm here if you need me. Wait,
Now,
putting on the
he's been sitting on hype. He has not activated the whole time.
I can't believe
Oh,
they just
excellent
used
use
Kung
of
Lao
Kano's
to teleport
cameo there
Johnny
to
Cage.
negate the punch.
Which I
Here we
know
go.
we can do that with anyone, but that's
Very smart from Scorpion. He was ready
gosh.
for it.
The hype mode is active.
Here we go.
Double nut
Oh
punch.
my god.
spotlight on him.
Oh.
Look at that! Is
How many
so
times have we
sick.
hit the person in the crotch?
Wow. A 50% combo with hype.
They wait till the possibly the last round.
Yeah, excellent whiff punch from Scorpion there.
I forgot how round.
I love
That
this.
is cool. How he just he just steps to the side and he's like filming it. That's awesome.
Oh, that shot.
Oh, you almost had him right there.
Man. There's so much going on as far as like the fight in the background.
Scorpion wants nothing to do with this.
Oh,
Oh. So, you want to explain that?
His fatal blow, the attack into it, is actually a parry that you can hold.
And it catches you.
Yeah.
Lights, get the face lights.
oh, that was cool.
We're gonna save that for next time, for another time, not next time, another
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Nice.
Love it.
Well, big thanks to QA. That was an awesome fight.
Yes.
That was fantastic. When they first sent it to me, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Like,
Yep.
Just amazing. So we will have some more of those. But before we do go, again,
Well, that was everything basically. I mean, from Scorpion's breakdown to Johnny Cage's breakdown. I think out of the two, I'm more partial to Scorpion. I think his gameplay looks amazing. They got some nods to some older games like Deception, where he has like the flame that comes up, how he spins the rope around. That kind of reminded me of his move from MK11. I do like that they're having a bunch of nods to different games in like such subtle ways. If you're a fan, then you're going to recognize those nods, man. And I really do think that those are really cool aspects that they've added to the game. They've really gone out and done the most that they could do with this game, it feels like. And I really do appreciate them putting all this effort into a game, because I mean, you got these fans who've been fans for 30 years. And some new fans and some people who are in and out, you know, might play it here and there, whatnot. But for the most part, I mean, it's true to the Mortal Kombat element. I'm really curious to see who the big bad is. I'm sure that's going to come in due time. They might save that for like the last content that they're going to provide for us before the release. I'm really excited to see more on Smoke, more on Sub-Zero, and more on some other characters that we haven't seen yet. I'm really wanting to see who else going to be some cameo characters, to be honest. It's crazy because this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this game. They really know how to give you little breadcrumbs to keep you just hooked. Hats off to them. They're doing a great job with this, and I really am excited. I will be making my pre-order soon. Let me know in the comment section what your thought about this game so far. I mean, are you just as hyped as I am? Are you even more hyped? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one, all right? Peace.